welcome to class today. Namaste everyone. I'll just give you all a few moments to click into class and find me this morning. It's Tuesday morning. There we go. I'll give you a couple of moments just to click in. A couple of you joined up. Lovely. We're going to be working today with our journey through the chakras, and we're going to be looking at part 4, which is Anahata, a journey through the chakras, which is taking us from the root chakra at the bottom all the way up to sacral. We've worked with the solar plexus chakra, and now we're going to focus on our heart center. So Anahata, the heart chakra. Morning, Pat. In fact, I can see 2 Pats watching. Morning, Pat and Pat. Nice to be with you this morning. And Joe, hi, lovely to be with you. So we're working, as I say, through the heart center today. In terms of equipment and things, we're going to be okay. We don't need to have anything with you. If you've got a block with you, you might need that. We're not going to be laying down on the block to begin with, though. We're going to begin seated. So, morning, Melissa. Nice to be with you. And Leslie, hi, welcome to class. So, please feel free to say hello in the comments if you want to. And if I don't get round to saying hello, hello. And I'll always make sure that I reply to anything at the end of class as well. So if you've got any questions about classes, then you're very welcome to sort of put that down into the comments too. So part 4 of journeying through the chakras, Anahata, the heart center. So this is the bridge really between the more solid and the more etheric of the chakras. So we have our base chakras with those kind of stronger colours, the reds, the oranges, the yellow, the really kind of primary colours. And they're much more physically based. They're about grounding, rooting, and about building energy. Well, now we're moving up into this place which we call Anahata, which is all about bridging those two things. So bridging the physical with the more etheric, with the more spiritual, or the more emotional even. So the heart center governs our relationships. It governs relationships with ourselves, relationships with others, and the relationship that we have with the world as well. So it's a really important part of our system, a really kind of a driving force behind a lot of what we do. It's often where we hold purpose. You know, we talk about heartfelt desires and, you know, where our hearts lie and all of these kind of things. So working with a sequence that's going to help to balance that energy is going to be really beneficial. So sometimes we walk around with a really open, big heart, and that can be quite hard because we feel everything very keenly. Other times we might be a little bit more closed-hearted, maybe if we've been hurt before in relationships, or maybe if we suffer with grief or any of those kind of difficult, debilitating emotions. We'll maybe start to close down our heart chakra a little bit to protect it. And this is often why we have a lot of issues with our shoulders, lungs. This kind of area often relates. You'll quite often find people who have suffered a lot of grief maybe will be linked with, there may be some link with asthma or back and shoulder kind of problems. And so it's really important, I think, that we work to balance this area, and it's one of my favourite areas to work with actually. I would say the heart centre and the solar plexus, because I think once you've got that heartfelt connection and then the energy to work with it, it really helps to take you through difficult times. So the colour that's linked to it is green, and sometimes we bring in pink as well. Pink is like a little rosebud of pink in the middle of the green. The element is air. Crystals that we tend to work with, any of you that are interested in crystal therapy, are of course rose quartz, which is the stone of self-love. So holding a piece of rose quartz when you're in meditation, etc., is going to really help to increase those feelings of self-love and therefore the ability to share that love with the world. So a really nice stone that will really helps to get rid of and shift any blocked energy when it comes to that area. Tourmaline, calcite, emerald, of course, green emerald, particularly in its raw form, is really a nice one to use. Green jade, and of course malachite, which again is another green one, which is also really useful for bone health and things like that as well. So there's a few other things attached to obviously these stones too. oils that we're looking at are rose oils, neroli and geranium. So all these lovely kind of soft oils which are going to help to really encourage those lovely kind of free-flowing relationships with others and free-flowing relationship with yourself. So it's about acceptance too. So morning, Tracy, lovely to be with you today. Physically, the heart center governs the lungs, the upper back, the shoulders, the arms and respiration. So of course all of this kind of area is governed by it. So sometimes if we've got something going on in this area, we need to sort of look at what's going on in our lives and see if anything that we're doing is having an impact, you know. So if we are suffering maybe with some stuck grief or maybe some stuck anger or whatever, maybe releasing that will help to relieve some of the symptoms physically that we're working with. Emotionally, obviously, love, compassion, but also forgiveness. It's about being able to forgive often yourself, being able to move forward with things. When this chakra's balanced, you will have really nice free-flowing relationships with yourself and with others. Self-realization, compassion, energy, and probably a healthier immune system. So it's really going to help, you know, our overall health when we balance and work with the heart center. If it's unbalanced, sometimes we feel a little bit disconnected from others, maybe even a bit disconnected from ourselves. We can have low immunity and fatigue, maybe a little bit of resentment or bitterness if we're feeling, you know, stuck and trapped in a particularly difficult situation. We might suffer with some heart stuff or lung disorders or maybe shoulder issues. So getting this balance right is really lovely. It's a really nice way to do it. So this takes us up into the upper chakras eventually. The next class is going to be about communication and about what we call Vishuddha, which is the throat center. But for today, we're working with heart chakra, balancing that chakra so that we're not either too open in the heart or too closed. And I want you to try and bring that feeling of balance to the class. So we're going to begin seated. So morning, Rosa. Hi, lovely. Nice to see you yesterday as well. And all of you that were on outdoor classes yesterday. It was really lovely to connect with people in person again. Although, you know, I still feel like we're connecting a bit as we all work together here, so you know, that's just as nice, and hopefully one day in the future we'll be able to all get together a little bit more. So okay, so we're going to come onto our mats, and we're going to begin in a nice comfortable seated position. So find your nice comfortable place, maybe on a cushion, it may be on a blanket, it might be using a block. You might want to keep those legs out in front of you if that feels better for you, or maybe take the legs into a nice diamond shape here so it feels a bit more comfortable. Remember, at any time that you want to, you can move around, take a stretch, you know, listen to your body, don't suffer in silence, don't kind of sit, and that's the same in a yoga class. You know, think about self-love, compassion. You know, if you're sitting there and really suffering, that's not treating yourself with love and compassion. So, okay, as I said, oils today, rose, neroli, geranium, also lavender is a nice one to use for the heart center. You can use lavender for nearly all of the centers, because it's just such a beautiful all-round oil with so many, you know, positive effects. Lavender can be used for a whole host of, you know, ailments and emotional things. So really nice. Find your comfortable seat and then just allow the knees to relax, let go of the body, and gently close your eyes. Lovely. So with the eyes closed, just be aware of any colours that might come to you, that might appear behind the eyes. We're going to try and focus on the colour green, or maybe pink. If you feel that pink wants to come into the equation, you can draw from that colour as well. Let's breathe. So let's just take a nice breath in here and then release. Just allow that sort of sinking sensation as you begin to connect with your breathing, allowing the shoulders to relax, a nice gentle lift through the chest. And you may want to just engage the belly a fraction, just to give you that little bit of lift and length through the spine. So the Ayurvedic system, the Sushumna, Just allowing the breath to almost roll up and down that system. So as you're breathing in, unhindered, rolling, soft breath through the nose, and then exhale through the nose. Find your own natural breath now. Listen to it and see what it's telling you. You might have had a rush to get to the mat this morning. You might have been easing into it nice and gently. Wherever you are, just pay attention to the breath. Notice if it feels shallower today. Notice if it's filling the lungs maybe a little bit more. Checking in with the breath and then checking in with the mind. What's your emotions today? Do you feel like you have energy, or do you feel maybe a little bit fatigued? Is there some joy or is there some sadness? Whatever there is, just allow it to be. Just notice it like a witness. Breathing in and breathing out as we just journey through the body, from the feet, releasing the legs, letting go of the hips, maybe releasing a little bit in the belly now. Feel that relaxation through the belly, and then notice the back, the chest and the shoulders. Relax the arms and let go of the hands. And then allow that lightness to come to the face. Notice a softening of the brow and a letting go of tension through the jaw. Lovely, breathing in and breathing out. And we're going to deepen the breath now. Maybe slow it down a little bit, finding the breath that works for you. Really lovely. We're going to just take a breath in now and bring the hands gently to your heart center. I want you to press the palms of the hands together, and then just keeping your little finger and your thumb together, open the other fingers apart so that the fingers come out into almost like a little lotus flower. It's what we call lotus mudra. And just rest that near to your heart as comfortably as you can. It can feel a little bit of a strain on the fingers, so make sure you don't force anything, but just opening those fingers up, closing the little finger and the thumbs together. Beautiful. So, Lotus Mudra. Breathe in and breathe out. Lotus Mudra, which symbolises the opening up of the heart. Symbolises that way that the lotus comes up through the mud, through all the difficult times, opens its flowers and just becomes a really beautiful object. Breathing in and breathing out. And our Sankalpa today is that my heart is open and full of love. So just saying to yourself maybe 3 times, my heart is open and full of love. Lovely. Take a breath in here. We're just going to close those petals up for a moment and bring the hands back into the heart center. Releasing those hands down onto the thighs. Palms are going to face up for a moment. Spread the fingers nice and wide. Feel really connected into the palms of your hands. Lovely. Breath in here, and on the exhale we're just going to lower the chin gently down onto the chest. Begin to make some lovely small circles with that nose, just lifting all the way up and around within your own range of movement, and then take it back in the other direction. So just a little bit of work for the neck here. We haven't worked on the neck for a while, so going backwards and forwards in your own shaped circles. So it might be more of an oval, depends what's going on with your neck. And then take it back again, all the way. Lovely. And then allow that chin to come back down onto the chest, and just let go of the head for a moment. Feel a little pull into the upper back. So when we work with heart center, we don't just work with the front of the body, we open a little bit into the back of the body too. So we'll be working with both of these things. Bring your head back to the center, bring the hands down to in front of the ankle. We're going to breathe in, look up towards the ceiling, open your chest. Lovely. And then breathing out, draw your belly in, nice gentle seated cat-cow, finding a little C shape through the spine. Inhaling up, really nice full breaths into the lungs. And exhaling, draw your belly in. Beautiful. Inhaling all the way up again. Really nice. And exhaling, draw that belly in, just rounding the back. And one more time. So we're extending through the crown of the head and then opening the chest. Lovely. And release. Come back to the center. Nice. We're going to take some circles just to ease into that waist. So I don't know why this always makes me smile, this move. So just begin to draw lovely circles into the waist, easing yourself into it. You can make it as fast or as slow as you want to, and you can bring your shoulders into it, or you can have little smaller circles if that feels better for you. Wherever you are, just think about moving the waist, creating a little circle, and try to keep your sit bones comfortably on the floor. Lovely. Breath in, we're going to take it back in the other direction. Beautiful. Inhaling and exhaling. Nice. So a nice little bit of movement here, just to wake the waist up. Get that spine moving, get the lower spine a little bit more active. Nice. We're going to come back to the center. Take a breath in, lift nice and tall. Allow your shoulders to roll down the back. Really nice. Breath in here. We're going to inhale up with those arms. Exhale, release. Hands come down. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. Inhaling up. And exhaling down. Really feel that opening through the chest. And one more time, we're going to inhale up, palms together, draw your hands all the way down to the heart center. Going to send the arms out, send the arms out in front. And then I want you to just take a lovely hug. So maybe send your left arm under your right to begin with. But don't worry if you're the other way. Nice stretch into the arm. See if you can just ease your fingers a little bit further around. Really nice. Breath in here, exhale, release. The arms come out. We're going to take it in the other direction. So the other arm comes underneath. Lovely hug. So again, in these times, some of you, I know that there are some people out there that are still shielding and maybe haven't had much connection and maybe missing hugs from friends and family. So next best thing is to give yourself a nice big hug. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. One more breath in. We're going to release and just change the cross of your legs. So we're working a little bit more into that other hip and thigh now. Gorgeous. Circles again. Let's just circle around here. Feels a little bit different with the legs crossed in the other direction. So easing into it. You can slow it right down if that feels good for you, or you can speed it up a little bit if that feels better. This is your practice, so it's, you know, kind of how your body wants to move. Take it in the other direction. And also when you're practicing, with me, you might find that there are times when your body doesn't want to do something. And you know what? That's okay. You can decide, you know, to do what works for you. From my point of view, as long as you guys are on your mats, moving around and doing something, I think that's going to be good for you. And it's certainly good for me to be helping you and guiding you through it a little bit if you need that assistance. Nice. Okay, lovely breath in again. We're going to lift up nice and tall. Inhale, arms come up. Gorgeous. And release all the way down. Inhaling up again. And exhaling. Lovely. One more time. We're going to take those hands together, bring them all the way down. Turn the fingers forwards, reach out, and then give yourself a lovely hug again. Nice. See if you can maybe creep those fingers a little bit further. See if you can touch fingers at the back. Crikey, that would be something, wouldn't it? Really nice. Breathe in and breathe out. We're going to open the arms out to the side and change the hug. So bring the other one underneath. Really lovely. Scratch your nose if you need to. Nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Really lovely. Nice. One more breath in here and we're going to release. Gorgeous. So coming over onto your hands and knees, we're going to take a little bit of time to find our hands and knees, and just make sure you're pressing down into the fingers nice and firmly. The fingers are going to be spread really wide, and if you need to, of course, you can always put a blanket underneath the knees if that feels better as well. Give you a little bit more cushioning. I've got this cork mat now and it's really quite nice and cushiony on the knees, so it's kind of helping my practice quite a lot. Look back towards the feet and just make sure that those legs are parallel. We're going to come into our cat-cow, so really focus for a moment on pressing into the knuckles of those fingers. The whole of the palms are spread, and try and get as much of the air out from underneath those palms as you can. Lovely. So we're going to inhale and lower the belly, extending through the crown of the head and opening the chest, bringing awareness to your heart center. Exhale, draw your belly in. Beautiful. Inhale as you lower the belly, very gently find a curve through the back and open your heart. Exhale, draw that belly in, rounding and opening the shoulders at the back. So we're really pressing up and out of the pose. Well done, everyone. Inhaling as we extend through that spine and open the chest. Exhaling, rounding your back. Pressing the foundations down. Really lovely. Making it count as you breathe in again. Just releasing. The tailbone and the crown of the head may want to lift a little bit more. And exhale, really pull your belly button all the way back to your spine. Press up and out. Gorgeous. One more time, we're going to come all the way through. Lovely. And exhale as we draw ourselves all the way up. Really nice. Come back to center. Open the knees a fraction. We're going to sit back into our child pose. Find that connection between forehead and floor. You can keep the bottom lifted a little bit if that feels better for you in the hips. Breathe in and breathe out. Deep breath in and a long, slow breath out. And one more time, a lovely deep breath in through the nose. And exhale. Beautiful. Breath in here. We're going to slowly bring ourselves up to hands and knees again. Just find that alignment. Tuck your toes under. Draw your belly in. And we're going to pick up those knees. Come back to downward facing dog. Pedal your feet. And just get a little sense of stretch through the back of the legs. Bringing the hips as far back as you can. And really, really noticing what's going on through the body. Draw your belly in, press firmly into your fingers and release the head, a little nod, a little shake. Draw your shoulders up towards your waist, if that makes sense. So we're taking those shoulders away from the ears, maybe a little bit wider through the hands if that feels good for you. Lovely. We're going to take a nice breath in here and just make those little baby steps up to the front of the mat. So you might want to come onto your fingertips if that feels better, and then walk the feet all the way so that they come between the hands. Beautiful. Really nice. Take a nice big breath in here and exhale, release, the head comes down. You can bend your knees nice and generously. See if you can feel the heart center almost touching the top of the thighs, and take the hands behind the heels at the back.
Release your head. Breathe deeply in. We're opening into the back of the heart center again. Nice big breath in here. Palms of the hands down to the floor, and then work towards straightening those legs. But keep the bend where you need it to be. So look after your back here. Gorgeous. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. And then one more breath in. And as we exhale, let go. And then inhale, we're going to draw the belly in, tuck the chin in, and gently roll yourself all the way up to standing. Well done. Come into mountain pose, closing the eyes if it feels good for you. Find that connection into the feet. Really nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Lovely. Breath in again and breath out. Find your center. Lift through the crown of the head and ground down into the floor with those feet, spreading the toes as much as you can. Lovely. Breath in here, the arms are going to come all the way up. Palms together for a moment. Exhale, we're going to come over to the right side. Find a lovely stretch through the side of the body. Breath in here, exhale back to the center, lift up nice and tall. And then next time you breathe out, all the way over to the left side. Beautiful. Breathing in and breathing out as we come back to the center. Lovely. Release the hands, come all the way down, back into your mountain pose for a moment. Big breath in here, and we're going to take those arms up high. Lovely. Exhale, we're going to fold all the way forwards. So hinging at the hips, allow the hands to touch the floor, and then bring them to your shins. Really nice. Exhale, release all the way down, and then come up. So lifting up nice and tall, arms reach up, nice gentle back bend if it feels nice. Think about opening your heart center and bring the palms of the hands together down to the heart center. Connect into your center of love and compassion. Breathing in, arms come up high. Exhale, fold forwards, release the hands all the way down. Feel that stretch through the back of the legs. Inhale to half lift, extend through the crown of the head, and really feel nice and connected into those back legs, into the back of the legs again. Beautiful. Breath in here. Exhale, release all the way down. We're going to inhale, step back with your right foot, nice and gently. And just very gently allow that knee to come down. We're going to plant the right hand and lift the left as we gently rotate, opening the heart center. Beautiful. Breath in here and release. The hand comes back down. Tuck your toe under, straighten that back leg, and then bring your left leg back, downward facing dog. Nice. Find a lovely dog position here. So pressing down with those heels as much as you can, maybe bending the knees and taking the hips up and back. We're pressing the bottom up and back as far as we can. Beautiful. Scoop the belly in. Really nice. Breath in here, and then on the exhale, we're going to just roll ourselves forwards to a nice plank pose. Pop your knees down. And then release your feet, gently lower yourself all the way down to the floor and inhale up into Cobra. So pressing firmly into your pubic bone and drawing those elbows in towards the side of the body. Beautiful. Breath in here. Draw the belly in, bring yourself all the way back to hands and knees. Lovely. Tuck under with your toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Nice. Feel that lovely stretch. Breathe in as you lift the right leg up as high as it can go without lifting the hip on that side. So stay nice and balanced through your hips. We're going to take that leg and take it through to the hands. Lovely. Nice big breath in here, and we power through the back leg. Bring it alongside. Inhale, lifting tall. Palms together down to your heart center. Breathe in and breathe out. Really focusing on that heart center. Lovely. One more breath in. Arms come up high. Exhale, fold all the way forwards. Beautiful. Inhale to half lift. Extend through the crown of the head. Exhale, release, Uttanasana. Inhale, pick up left leg and take it all the way back. Nice lunge. Lovely. Allow that back knee just to release. And then the left hand stays down, the right one lifts all the way up towards the ceiling. Gentle opening of the heart center. Draw the belly in, nice and strong through your legs. Breath in here. And exhale, release, the hand comes down. We're going to tuck that toe under at the back and straighten the leg. Really nice. And then come back, downward facing dog. Lovely. Breathe in and breathe out. Draw that belly in. Draw your shoulders away from your ears. Nice couple of long, deep breaths here. And then one more breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to draw ourselves forwards to that lovely plank. So you can hold the plank a little bit if you want to here, or pop your knees down. Lovely. Everyone bring knees down now and release, coming all the way down to the floor, and inhale up into your cobra. Gorgeous. So draw those elbows in, press down into your pubic bone, lifting the chest and rolling the shoulders up and back. Beautiful. One more breath in here and exhale, come back to hands and knees. Lovely. Inhale, toes tuck under. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, we're going to just pick up that left leg, take it up as high as feels comfortable, and then exhale and bring it through to the front, however you need to get it there. Gorgeous. Power through the back leg, bring it alongside. Inhaling all the way up. Open your heart center. Palms together, down to the heart center. Beautiful. Come into your mountain pose now for a moment. Find a lift through the chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. Really lovely. Breathing in and breathing out. Beautiful. So we're going to all come to the middle of the mat now. Just stand in the center of your mat, sideways on with the mat, so you've got space to take the legs apart a little bit further. Lovely. So we're going to just take a moment here again to find that mountain pose. Breathe in. Close the eyes. Shoulders nice and relaxed. I want you to feel really relaxed through the whole of the body. Pressing down into your feet. Noticing where the feet actually touch the floor. Maybe trying to just lift the arches of the feet up a little bit. Really nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Bringing that awareness again to your heart center. Noticing how you feel throughout that throughout that section of the body. Really nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Gorgeous. One more breath in here. Lovely. And then as you exhale, just releasing mountain pose. We're going to stand with the feet around about 3 to 4 feet apart. So we're going to work a little bit in our triangle today. So first of all, I want you to turn your toes towards that right wall. So towards the right, and then bring the left foot in a fraction. Really find a lovely strength through the whole of the legs. So squeeze the muscles in almost towards the bone. So you imagine your bones running up through the legs, and the muscles that line it and kind of wrap around it, squeeze them in so that you can really feel as if it's solidified and strong, building that good foundation there. Beautiful. Check how wide the legs are, and then just bring those hips a little bit back to the front. Not so it's painful, but just so that it gives you this opening a little bit here into the hip. And we're going to lift up with the arms. Beautiful. Now make sure the arms don't come too high. Round about here. And I want you to visualize again this colour green coming into the area. Think about expanding through your heart centre. Lovely. Turning the head as we just look towards that right middle finger. Gorgeous. Soften your shoulders a little bit. Soften into the heart area. Take a breath in here, and as we exhale, we're going to reach forwards, and at the same time, we're going to draw this hip inwards. So we begin to feel this lovely stretch in the inner thigh on the right.
The left hip is going to roll back a little bit. Beautiful, but just take it to where feels good. We're not having to force anything, push anything. Listen to where your body wants to go with this. Taking a breath in here. As we exhale, we're going to release that front arm, bring it all the way down, open up the back, and lift the left arm up towards the ceiling. Really nice. Staying nice and long through your torso. Beautiful. Now with the head, you can either look down if you're finding balance a bit of a challenge, or you might want to just look straight ahead and keep your head in the middle of your shoulders, or if you want to, you can look up towards that hand, just gently tucking the chin in. Keep squeezing those legs, keep breathing deeply. One more breath in here. You might find you can come down maybe a little bit more, but there's no pressure to do so, only if it feels good. Keep opening through this heart expanse. One more breath in here. We're going to lift up nice and tall. Beautiful. And release. Take a little rest of those arms. Nice. Breathe in. And breathe out. Just let go. And notice the effects of triangle pose on the body. Trikonasana works so many parts of the body. Lovely. Feel the air on your skin. And just notice where different things have happened, and then think about what's going to happen when we move on to the other side. So we're going to take the left foot towards the wall, nice straight legs again. Bring that right one inwards a little bit, so we're stepping into the heel. Squeeze the leg muscles as much as you can, and then bring those hips back slightly towards the front, but within comfort, within that comfort range. We're really kind of lifting up through the torso. So finding this lift through the chest. Beautiful. Arms come out to the side. Soften your shoulders though. Really nice. Take a breath in. We're going to look towards the middle left finger this time. And then on the exhale, hitching in with this left hip. See how far you can go until you get stuck. And once you get stuck and you can't go any further forwards at this point, because of the muscle here in this inner thigh, we're going to release all the way down, opening up on that right side of the body. Really nice. And again, you can look up towards the hand. Feel the stretch in the inner thigh. We're rolling the right hip back a little bit. Beautiful. Feeling that lovely opening through the heart center. Gorgeous. Now, where you've held here for a little bit with this tightness in the muscle, take a breath in. Squeeze the legs. You might find you can go a little bit lower. Really nice. Well done. And don't worry if you wobble a bit. I'm wobbling a bit. It's okay. Just remember to re-squeeze everything if you start to wobble. And try and take the gaze to one place. Beautiful. Breathing into the side of the body. One more breath in. We're going to lift all the way up. And release. Well done, everybody. Nice. Bring the feet back to the front and take your hands to your hips. Nice. So where we've opened into these hips a little bit on both sides, we're going to come down into a wide-legged forward fold just to recalibrate those hips, just to kind of bring everything back to the center a little bit. So take a breath in, lift nice and long through the whole section of the whole torso. So we're lifting up and out of those hips, drawing the shoulders down and back a fraction. And then on the exhale, we're going to hinge. So draw those hips backwards a little bit. Feel a stretch through the back of the leg beginning. Turn the toes inwards and then see how low down you can go. Now you may only come like me to around about halfway. That's fine. Stay here for a moment and notice what's going on through the hamstrings. This is often a little bit, you know, we can feel it through the back of the legs in these hamstring muscles. Lovely. Now, if you want to, you can release the hands down. You might find you've got a little bit more space now, and allow the head to go. Release the head. Really let go of the head, maybe with a little shake and a nod. And then we're going to begin to heel-toe those feet out if it feels good for you. So notice what's going on through the hips. Maybe a little bit of movement if you need to. Maybe you can come down onto the palms of your hands now. Allow that head to just hang comfortably there. Drawing the hips back
And then maybe walking those hands forwards a little bit, but keeping the feet really planted down into the mat. Lovely. Breath in and breath out. And you might want to walk the hands back. Some of you may find you've got your legs wide enough apart that you can bring the top of the head down to the floor. Feel free to do so if that works and if it's within your practice and you feel safe. Breathe in and breathe out. Really nice. Breathing in and breathing out. And then one more breath in here. And we're going to begin to just heel toe all the way back. Lovely. Just to where it feels comfortable. Taking those hands to the hips. And we're going to bring ourselves gently up to standing again. Lovely. And just walk those feet inwards. Really nice. Gentle movement through the thighs. And through the feet. Just pedaling it out a little bit. Maybe a little bit of a stretch into the underside of the toes there as well. Lovely. We're going to come to a heart-centered balance. So breath in here. The arms are going to come up nice and high. Bring the palms of the hands together and draw your hands down to your heart center and open into that lotus mudra. So lotus mudra, we bring the little fingers and the thumbs together and we open up this little flower here, connecting into our heart center. Take a nice breath in. We're going to focus on bringing the weight over to the right leg, squeezing the leg as much as we can, and then begin to come into the tree pose of your choice. So you might want to just stay with the foot on the floor and the heel up against the inner ankle. You may want to press into that calf muscle, or you might want to go a little bit further up and bring the foot into the groin. It's your choice here. Breathe in and breathe out, and try and keep that lovely connection with your drishti, with your gaze. So staring at one unmoving point. Take a breath in here, and then on the exhale, if it feels good, the arms can come overhead. Don't worry if you wobble a little bit, it's okay. Nice. We're going to work on drawing that knee towards the back of the room, squeezing the muscles of the standing leg and lifting up and out of the hips. Beautiful. Arms come up as high as they can, but without the shoulders crunching up. Lovely. Breathe in. Draw that belly in, nice and strong. One more nice big breath in here, closing down the petals of your hands, and we're going to draw the hands all the way down to your heart center. Knee comes forwards, replace. Lovely. Into mountain pose. Close the eyes. Visualize the color green coming into the heart center. Breathe in and let go of any self-judgments. Breathe out. Really nice. Quietening the mind down a little bit. Beautiful. We're going to come on to the other side now. So inhale, bring those arms all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands down to your heart center and open into that lotus mudra. So signifying growth, signifying openness, love, compassion, all of those things. Then we're going to bring our weight over onto the left side of the body and pick up the foot, bringing it into whichever tree pose you want to work with. So it might be with the foot on the floor, foot into the calf, or foot high up into the groin. Your choice, depending on how wobbly you feel today. Lovely. If we work with the foot on the floor, it's a good opportunity to think about our alignment, working into the hips, drawing that belly in, focusing on your breathing. So lovely rolling breaths here. Really allowing the breath to flow in and out through the nostrils, bringing love and compassion in with it. Breath in here, we're going to take those arms overhead. Lovely, lift up and out of the hips again. Really nice, open, open, open. With those fingers in your lotus mudra. Nice, challenging your balance, drawing the energy inwards a little bit. One more big breath in here and exhale, closing up those petals and bring the hands all the way down to your heart center. Knee comes forwards and replace. Beautiful, good work everyone.
Nice breath in as we lift tall through the crown of the head. Breath out. Feel the feet sinking down into your mat. Breath in, maybe bringing a little smile to the face. And breath out, just relaxing the shoulders, energy coming out through the fingers. Really nice. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. So we're going to bring ourselves down to the floor. Really nice. And working as I am at the moment with heart center, we're going to work a little bit with our cow face pose, but we're going to be doing eagle arms with it. So cow face pose is the one that you all think of as the one with the fins, because it is a bit like having Little Mermaid fins. So we're going to do a little bit of work in that. So we're going to begin just by seated with the feet around about 12 inches or so apart. Nice straight back, and really sit up nice and tall on those sit bones so that you feel connected into those sit bones. We're going to take that right leg and just draw it underneath like so, so that we've got the foot here on this side. Lovely. And then you can choose to just keep that leg there if that feels better, and then work towards stepping over. Okay, so that's your next phase. If you're at this phase already and you feel as if you can move a little bit more into it, then begin to just draw the leg round. And we're going to balance those legs and almost stack the knee one on top of the other. Just really helps to draw the hips inwards and help with some realignment through the pelvic area. But of course, if any of this is too strong for you, just come back either to the foot here or to the foot here. Of course, you can always take a rest if you need to as well. So this is all about working within your own range. So both sit bones connected to the floor. Nice. We're going to take a lovely big breath in here. Arms come up. Exhale out into our cactus arms. Breathe in as we just draw those shoulders back a fraction. So we're really feeling connected, into the shoulders. Drawing those shoulder blades together and creating a little bit of space through the back of the body. Take a breath in here, and we're going to take the right arm under the left. Really nice. So come into that bind. It can be a single bind here. We work on maybe pushing the elbows through a little bit further, and then you might find you can clasp the hands. But again, no pressure to do so. Find that place where you can just relax. See if you can let go into the thighs a little bit more as well. Don't worry if the body moves a fraction. Draw the belly in. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful, really lovely. So we're opening into the back of Anahata here. Really making sure that we've got that lovely opening between the shoulders. Breathe in and breathe out. Softening the breath down and softening your face. Nice. One more breath in here. And exhale, we're going to gently allow everything to unwind. Nice. Release those hands down to the floor. And then begin to move the legs and allow the legs to come back just to that comfy seated position for a moment, high up on your sit bones. Nice. Breathe in and breathe out. Beautiful. Notice the effect on the body. We're going to take the left leg now and pop that underneath, bringing that little fin out to the side. Nice. And then gently, we've then got, we can then either just leave the foot where it is, if that feels better for you, or just step it over. That's okay too. Make sure you've still got that connection into your sit bones. If you want to take it a little bit further, we're going to just wrap that leg around and have one knee stacked on top of the other. Gorgeous. One more breath in here. Just even up your fins. Really nice. Relax a little bit into the thighs, and then take a breath in, arms come up high. Exhale, open through the heart center. Inhale, we're going to draw those arms back. Lovely opening there, and a squeezing between those shoulder blades. Beautiful. And then the next time we take the left under the right. Really nice. Lovely. So feel that opening into the back of the body. Breathe in and breathe out. You can close your eyes here. Any of you who want to, maybe just gently bowing the head. But keep a little bit of an engagement into the belly. and a softening into those thighs as we almost release down into those legs. Lovely. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathing in and breathing out. And then one more breath in here. We're going to gently release. Allow the hands to come apart and allow those feet just to come back to that position. Nice gentle rounding. Let's bring the soles of the feet together for a moment. Round the back. Allow the head to be heavy. Really nice. So just let that head go. Beautiful. Breathe in and breathe out. Gorgeous. So we're going to come down onto our backs now. So just coming sideways onto your mat, and then just allow yourself to release down, all the way down. Lovely. So now you're here on the back, just notice how that back feels. Find a lovely opening through the chest and draw your knees in. Gentle rocking from side to side, just to kind of massage into your lower back. Take a little bit of time here. Really nice, just feeling connected into your back. Beautiful. Breath in, we're going to pop the feet down and nice and gently see if you can touch the back of the heels. Gorgeous. Taking a breath in here. On the exhale, we're going to gently roll the hips up and just notice that little massage through the back. So keep your head nice and central. Open the heart center. See if you can clasp the hands behind you and find that lovely opening in our final pose, really, before we move into our relaxation. Breathe in and breathe out. So feeling an opening in the hip flexors, an opening through the heart center, drawing that chin in a little bit and squeezing the shoulders together at the back. Beautiful. One more nice deep breath in here. Exhale, slowly roll all the way down. Gorgeous. Taking a breath in here. We're going to gently draw those knees back in again, just reversing the pose. Gentle rock from side to side. Beautiful. Feet come down to the floor. And if you want to, we can just take a few moments breathing here in our Supta Baddha Konasana. So allow the knees to relax down. Maybe taking the feet a little bit further away from you today. And you can have the arms either just resting the hands on your belly, noticing the breath, or if you really want to, you can take them into cactus arms, nice and open through the heart center. But it's up to you where you have your arms today. Maybe holding the ribs. We're going to breathe deeply in and breathe out. Really nice. Breathing in and breathing out as we just allow those legs to release down. Lovely. And one more breath in here. And on the exhale, using the arms if you want to, we're going to draw the knees all the way back up to the center, walking the feet out a fraction. Maybe a nice flat back down into the mat for a moment. And just listen to your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Really nice. Breathing in and breathing out. Lovely. And one more lovely deep breath in here. And breathe out. Really nice. And then I want you to get comfortable. We're going to move into our Shavasana, into our Anahata meditation. So you're welcome to just stay where you are if you feel nice and comfortable, or lengthen the legs out, or pop a blanket on. Whatever you feel the need to do, or hop on the sofa. Whatever you want to do. But as long as you get comfortable, that's all I ask today. Be comfortable, allow the body to soften. And we're going to begin to work into our Anahata or heart chakra meditation. So allow the whole body to relax. And begin to close your eyes. And this is your time now, so I want you to leave any worries that you might have had just clinging on at the door. And allow yourselves to just relax into the flow of this moment. Whatever comes easily for you now is just right. And there is only right here, right now. The future and the past do not exist right now. And I want you to notice any sounds outside of the room. Acknowledge them and let them go. And then notice any sounds inside of the room. And again, acknowledge them and let them go. And tell your body to relax. Let your feet and legs soften into position. Relax your shoulders, relax the hands, and allow your full body to soften down and relax into a natural position. And now you can tell your head and your face to relax. Your scalp, your ears, your jaw and your chin, your cheeks, your nose, your eyes and your eyebrows. And your forehead is smooth, soft and relaxed. And then take a cleansing breath in and breathe out any tension in your body. Allow your breathing to fall into its own natural rhythm, and now try not to control it in any way. Just observe as you breathe in relaxation and breathe out tension. Breathing in and breathing out, and just watch the natural rhythm of your breath. And if thoughts intrude, just allow them to flow on past and return your attention to your breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in, breathing out. Bring your attention to the chest area, and I want you to imagine a green light there, swirling around like a whirlpool. Try to notice how the green light feels and how it looks. Try to get a sense of how it's functioning. Can you feel any tingling? What thoughts are popping into your head? Is it swirling and moving? What speed is it? Does it feel as if it's going fast or slow? Is it a small light or a large light? And can you see any colour in your mind's eye? Visualise again the little green light around your chest area, and watch as the green glow starts to gently spread out and get bigger as it spins. And now bring your attention to your breathing. Breathing in and breathing out. Breathing in and breathing out. And as you breathe in, visualize yourself breathing in an emerald green light down into your chest area. With every in-breath, you pull in fresh green light, allowing it to fill your heart center and your chest area, spreading out through your whole body, breathing in green light, down into your arms and your hands, and down into your pelvis, your legs and your toes. So breathe in the green light up into your chest and your head. Fill your entire body and allow that green light to connect with all your other chakra centers. And then just focusing again on the chest area, on that swirling green light. Visualize in the center a small pink rosebud, and allow this pink rosebud to unfurl slowly, petal by petal, opening out into a beautiful pink flower, surrounded by glowing green light. And just know that you are safe as you open out your heart center to give and receive love. As you breathe in this green light, it brings you love, compassion, forgiveness, and an open heart. And as you breathe out, the green light heals your heart and dissolves all fear. Feel the lovely green glow as it gently spins and surrounds you. Breathing in green light and breathing out tension. And say to yourself in your mind, you are loving, you are lovable, and you are loved. Breathing in green light and breathing out tension. Breathing in green light and breathing out tension. And then just bringing your attention back to your chest area, to the green light of the heart chakra. Visualize the swirling green light getting smaller and smaller, just bringing it down to around the size of a fairy light, bringing it back down to normal function. And repeat to yourself, my heart chakra is working at normal function. And I want you to bring your awareness back to the flow of your breath, in and out. That gentle breath as it ebbs and flows in and out through the nostrils. And begin to notice the cool breath as it comes in through your nose, down the back of your throat and into your lungs. And then notice the warm breath as it leaves your nose, maybe just touching the top lip. And notice the natural movement of your belly as you breathe in and out. And maybe a rise and fall of the chest. And we're just going to spend a few moments resting. Just allowing all the movements that we've made to absorb into the body, filling the body with love and compassion, and knowing that we're in a safe, secure and supported space. So we're going to very gently just bring our awareness back. Become aware of your full body again as it rests against the floor. Become aware of your breathing. And just bring your attention to your toes and give them a little wiggle. And then maybe start to make some small movements with the fingers too. Maybe spreading the hands nice and wide, just bringing a little bit of energy back in to the hands and the feet. Making those movements a little bit bigger as we start to move the arms and the legs. And maybe giving the shoulders a little shrug. And just allow yourself to be aware of the room again, of any sounds close by as we start to move the body with a little bit more energy. Maybe bringing palms of the hands together if that feels nice, just to create some prana, some life force through the hands, and then bathing the eyes in darkness. Really nice. Allow the eyes to open, and then very gently spread those fingers, allowing the daylight to come in. Beautiful. Take a gentle stretch through the whole of the body. Arms come over, reaching away into the fingertips, reaching into the toes. Again, you might want to rotate a little bit into the wrists and the ankles if that feels nice. Really nice. And then whatever movements you need to make to bring yourself back into awareness, and then bring yourself up to a nice comfortable seated position. Of course, remembering any of you who want to continue with your meditation relaxation, you are welcome. You know, you can stay where you are. You don't have to come around yet. If you've got time, you want to make it a little bit longer. Really lovely. Once you're in a comfortable position, again, just taking a gentle scan through the whole of the body, noticing how the body feels now, noticing maybe it feels a little bit looser, maybe there's a little bit less tension in the body than when you began. Really nice. Take a breath in here. We're going to bring the hands back into that lovely lotus mudra. So opening the fingers, pressing the little fingers together and the thumbs together. Again, this significance of forgiveness, of particularly self-forgiveness, love, compassion, all of these things that help us to move forward with relationships, and not just those relationships with others but with ourselves. Really lovely. We need to kind of find that lovely connection with ourselves in order to nurture it and then work with other people as well. So really nice. Breathe in and breathe out, revisiting your sankalpa. So anything that you were working with at the beginning, or whether if you were working with our sankalpa, or if I have a full and open heart, my heart is full of love. Breathing in and breathing out. Really lovely. Release, just bring those palms together, pressing them firmly in towards the chest. Thumbs just brushing against the breastbone. Lovely. We're going to take a nice big breath in. Bring the hands up to the forehead and think kind and loving thoughts about ourselves and about others. Bring it to the lips and we speak with kindness, love and the truth. And we take it to the heart and we have a kind and loving heart. Namaste, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me this morning. Hope you enjoyed part 4 of our journey through the chakras. Part 5 is going to be on Thursday morning, which is going to be all about communication. So the throat center. So we'll be doing again some asanas which help to support and balance the throat chakra. And we will also be looking at a throat and communication centered meditation at the end. So thank you so much for spending that time with me, and have a lovely day, and I shall see you all on Thursday morning. Thank you. Any comments or questions or suggestions, just feel free to put that in the comments section, and I'll get back to you as and when I can. So thank you, Melissa. Thank you. Namaste. Thank you for your lovely thoughts. And I will speak to you all a little bit later or another time. Have a lovely rest of the day. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.